there are political leaders in this country that are giving dog whistles to people, and they know what they're doing. They need to stop this rhetoric about how ICE is kidnapping people off the streets and they're showing up in unmarked cars and black and brown people are at risk. All of that is an absurdity. They are enforcing the law and they are following the law. And what they are doing is they are inciting these people to violence, and they know it, and they need to ratchet it down. What Gavin Newsom has been saying, what Hillary Clinton has been saying, it's absolutely inexcusable. I do not understand why they believe that coddling criminals is a better approach than holding people accountable and actually deporting people who should not be here, who are putting our communities at risk and need to be deported.
Yeah, and you put your finger on something that's so important. What the left has done, and we're all entitled to our free speech, and we defend the right to have our free speech, but when you literally falsely accuse someone of doing something like ICE agents who are just enforcing what is legally allowed under the law to do, what we ask our ICE officers to do, you're creating a false scenario that maybe causes people to enact. Is there any discussion in Congress to reprimand or denounce some of the statements that some of your own colleagues on the left have made on the floor of Congress, on television? Is there some way to repudiate that in a public way to start the process of getting a more common sense discussion going on? Well,
we attempted to do that with Representative Omar from Minnesota just a week or so ago, right. And 4 of my colleagues actually voted to table the censor resolution, and they came back and said that they believed in the First Amendment and freedom of speech. A censor resolution on the House floor doesn't have anything to do with freedom of speech. It is a representation that we vehemently disagree and want to hold someone accountable for their bad conduct that reflects poorly on the United States Congress. She's absolutely free to say what she wants to say, but we as a body have certain mores, certain standards, if you will, and when you violate those, we have the right to stand up and say, we are going to say that what you've done is wrong. And that's what a motion to censor does. I thought that Nancy Mace's motion laid out the facts and why it was appropriate for her colleagues to reprimand her for what she said.